Hey there, in this video, I'm going to be going through a deep dive of TikTok attribution and how I like to measure success from my TikTok ads. So I briefly explained this during my scaling module, but I did want to reiterate what I look at as my main sources of truth and what to look at, what not to look at. So in TikTok Ads Manager, the way that the attribution is set up, and this is filmed as of February of 2022, currently it is on a last click attribution, which means if someone is on TikTok and they're scrolling through and they see a TikTok ad, they have to click shop now and go to your website and purchase right then for TikTok to recognize it as a purchase and record it as a purchase in Ads Manager. This is different from Facebook, Google, Snap, Pinterest, any other platform that has a longer attribution window where someone can click on an ad, come back, purchase a few days later, and Facebook will still record that purchase in Ads Manager. So with that said, and this is why impulse buys tend to work better for TikTok ads because you get more people who are clicking shop now and purchasing right then. It doesn't mean that you can't succeed with TikTok ads if you have a not impulse buy product, but it does rely on, you will most likely need to rely on third-party attribution through Inquire or Triple Whale to get the full picture of your ads, because what you're going to see in TikTok Ads Manager is going to be limited in terms of the number of conversions coming in. So typically, the CPA in TikTok Ads Manager is 3 times higher than what I believe the true CPA to be. So if I'm selling a $40 product and I know that my CPA is closer to $20, it's probably going to be reported $60+ in TikTok Ads Manager. Could be more, just because it's only recording the purchases of people who are purchasing right then. Doesn't track anyone who's coming back purchasing later on their phone, their computer. So it is really limited. So TikTok Ads Manager is helpful when deciding to kill ads and to see what ads are working, like which ones are getting the most spend. But I don't actually look at like the number of purchases or the CPA or the ROAS in platform just because they're so off. So speaking of so off, Google Analytics is going to report no TikTok revenue. So that's because it's also operating off of a last click attribution window. If you are looking at Google Analytics to decide if your TikTok ads are working, you will never spend another dollar on TikTok because you're going to see it looks like trash on Google Analytics. Don't worry, it's completely normal. So what to look at instead? If I can't look at TikTok's Ads Manager and Google Analytics is not going to be helpful, here is what's actually helpful. So number one is Inquire, or Inquire is a Shopify app that reports on post-purchase survey data. So essentially, when someone purchases on your site, Inquire will show a pop-up saying, how did you hear about us? Users will have to select from a list of all of your acquisition channels like Facebook, Instagram, Google, TikTok, and it measures how many people are self-reporting that they purchased because of TikTok, or how did you hear about us because of TikTok. So I have a full another section on Inquire just because I believe that post-purchase surveys are integral to running ads on TikTok and measuring success. So I have another section dedicated to that. I also have another section dedicated to Triple Whale Pixel. So this is something new that I've been testing. It's relying off Triple Whale is a third-party reporting platform, and they have their own UTM tag that you add to the end of your TikTok ads to help attribute more sales and to see better reporting on your TikTok ads metrics in Triple Whale. So, and then lastly, marketing efficiency ratio, also known as MER, I'll also be explaining in this section as well in more detail. So a bit more of a deep dive into exactly how TikTok's current attribution model works as of February 2022. So right now, TikTok relies on MMPs to send conversion data to TikTok, which is then displayed in TikTok Ads Manager. This means that TikTok has to be the last touch point, also known as last click, in order for TikTok to receive a conversion from the MMP. So as you're scrolling through TikTok, click shop now, purchase right then in order for it to show up in TikTok Ads Manager. Compared to all other ad networks who claim credit if a click or view occurred within their attribution window, this means that TikTok is actually underreporting the actual influence TikTok had in your marketing campaigns. So TikTok is admitting that every other platform is going to take way more credit for purchases and record more purchases than TikTok is. So TikTok is very much underreporting performance, which is why CPA is going to look 3 times higher than other platforms. Purchases are going to be lower than you expect. Completely normal. However, there is good news on the horizon. So this is news from TikTok. They said things are shifting. They said the TikTok product team has announced that TikTok will be moving to a self-attributing network in the coming months and are shifting efforts there. So I don't have an exact ETA of when they are shifting to the self-attributing network, but maybe by the time you're watching this, they are already on the self-attributing network. And then life on TikTok is just super easy because you see all the purchases come through. Attribution is no big deal. But assuming it's going to take a couple months, we'll have to rely on other sources of data until then. So with this change, TikTok Ads Manager will report any conversions that happen within the attribution window. We believe this will more accurately reflect the influence TikTok has on your conversion goals. So TikTok is moving to a similar way of attributing purchases as every other ad platform. So in the near future, we'll be able to get a lot more data in TikTok Ads Manager. So what does this mean? Some benefits. The more obvious one is more attributed events. So since TikTok will claim credit for interactions that occur within your attribution window, this means TikTok Ads Manager will likely see more conversions than before. However, please note that the impact will vary from advertiser to advertiser. Okay. The other main thing that this is going to help benefit for the ads platform is more signals for downstream machine learning products. So the increased attributed events will also be used in downstream machine learning products across bidding, targeting, optimization. This will likely result in better performance over time. So the more signal TikTok's getting about who's purchasing, who's interacting with your site, the better the campaigns are going to perform. So I'm stoked for these upcoming changes. I'm hoping they're soon. That would be awesome. And I just wanted to keep you all abreast of the things that are coming up with TikTok attribution. If you are feeling frustrated, I'm not seeing any purchases in TikTok, what gives? Just know that things are getting better in a couple months. And maybe when you're watching this, we're already at that point where things are getting better. So good things to come. So my best sources of truth. Number one, if I was to recommend anything to TikTok advertisers, Shopify in particular, e-commerce advertisers, is get the Inquire app for Shopify. This is simply a post-purchase survey app that's going to ask customers when they're done purchasing, how did you hear about us? They'll have the option to select from all of your acquisition channels, and then you can accurately measure what is the amount of purchases coming through on TikTok, estimate the revenue, the average order value. I have another section on Inquire, so I won't go too deep into it, but it's number one. Number two thing that's helpful is UTM/server-side pixel attribution tracking. Sorry, it's getting late here. So Triple Whale is a service that offers server-wide pixel attribution tracking. I really like Triple Whale. I also have a section on the course strictly for Triple Whale that goes to the reporting dashboards and explains more about the benefits of the pixel. But essentially, what it will do is you will add a UTM to the end of all of your TikTok ads, as well as install the Triple Whale pixel on your site. And it will help pull in more data to Triple Whale, which is the reporting dashboard of how many purchases and your ROAS coming through on TikTok. So I found this to be such a great additional data point to what I'm seeing on Inquire, especially because this supports multi-touch attribution. So I can see the journey of a customer. Okay, they came through on a TikTok ad, then they later purchased from Facebook or Google, Triple Wheel actually will map that out because it has this server-side pixel attribution tracking when someone clicks on an ad that has that link. So I gave an example link of what that UTM would look like at the end of the website. And because you have the Triple Wheel pixel on your site, then it'll be able to track that user way more accurately than TikTok can on Ads Manager. So I found this to be incredibly helpful, and I do have another course section strictly about Triple Whale. Lastly, and this is more broadly speaking, I look at marketing efficiency ratio. So simply what that means is that it's your total daily revenue divided by your total ad spend across channels. So essentially it's like generating a site-wide ROAS. So for example, if you have 10K in Shopify revenue today, you spent 2K on Facebook, you spent 2K on TikTok, 1K on Google, that would get you to a 2x MER. So this is a very broad way of looking at attribution and effectiveness of ad spend. Because ultimately, if you're a store owner, at the end of the day, you're just trying to make sure that you're profitable and that as you're increasing ad spend across channels, that your revenue is growing. It's more of a channel agnostic way of looking at attribution, where I don't necessarily care what channel is taking credit for what. I just care that as my paid media spend grows on whatever channel, that my overall site-wide revenue is growing. And you can look at MER on a one-day basis, like looking at yesterday. You can look at last 7 days, last 30 days. So for my TikTok clients, if I suddenly spend another 10K a day on TikTok, I want to see that my total overall store revenue is also proportionately growing. So that's really the purpose of looking at your MER. So I hope this was a helpful overview of TikTok attribution, and I hope you enjoyed this course.